Hello everyone, it is I, Reverse, and welcome to today's Newsflash. In this video I will bring you the latest updates on the events in Knights and Dragons, and as always I'll go through them briefly and give you guys my thoughts and opinions about the events. So this week we have a ton of events I need to discuss with you guys, so expect this episode to be a little bit longer than usual. I'll try to make it as short as possible, but the first event this week is the new Guild War Man vs Monster, which the new epic Guild War epic is called the Stawlart Vanguard. Second event is the DeMortuis Robes, now available in the limited edition death chest for you guys, a new epic. It is a 30% massive gem sale ongoing right now for a longer period of time. It is until the 26th of May. Then we can finally collect our rewards from the Horseman's Boss Collection event. And of course, as I already said, the limited edition death chest is finally here. And we have another call to arms event, but it will actually end today, featuring the Blazeborn Vanguard. I won't be speaking about this event during this entire update, so I apologize for that, but I don't really feel it's all that necessary. Moving on, we have 20% bonus energy in the arena when purchasing an arena pack. And then after that, we of course are going to find a new epic boss. Go and fetch Knights. And last, but I was gonna say definitely not least, it is the Furrow Frenzy with the Ages of Sky Majesty. Ugh. So currently it's the 23rd of May. I don't know why it skipped, but that means that the Dark Destiny tournament is finally ended. The epic of last week was the Northern's Battle Gear, which really sucks. So I'm gonna take a look at the three champions. Coming in first place, we have Angelina with 750,000 points, taking away the plus version of the armor. In the second position, we have EL with 534,000 points. And last one winning the Northern's Battle Gear. Coming in third position, we have HL Flying Pickles with 473,000 points. I must say, you guys are absolutely crazy. I do have respect for you guys though, and I believe that this is actually the second time that Angelina is actually winning the first place in the arena. I'm not entirely sure. I didn't really do all that well though. You guys know that from me. I'm ranked 25,000. I'm not going to get all that great rewards. I mean, it's still better than one tier higher. I'm going to get 120,000 gold, so that's cool. I don't really need the keys all that much. But today we are going to talk about the Furrow Frenzy. And it's Ages of Sky Majesty Plus, which is a fire and an air type, and it's an absolutely horrible, probably the most horrible one that we have seen in a while. I'm not a fan of this because it's again an Ages of Sky Majesty. It's just absolutely horrible. Well, you know, truthfully, I don't know which one is worse, but I can say they're both really pretty freaking bad. You know, I just don't have anything to say about this because the Ages of Sky Majesty, we've seen it on so many occasions right now, in a chest, in a Guild War epic, in the arena, especially in the arena. Every single time we get it in the arena back again, it's like a boomerang that you throw out and it comes back again and you're catching it, and it's like, oh gosh, here it is again, you know? You just don't want to get Ages of Sky Majesty. It's a waste of your time if you're asking me, especially with the things ongoing right now, the amazing events, the amazing other events that we're having. Just feel that the Ages of Sky Majesty is not worth your while. If you do want an armor of which the design looks pretty amazing, then I suppose go for Ages of Sky Majesty, but I mean, this is fusible, so why go for this? So, gonna be spending no more time about this. We're actually gonna move on to the next one, the Featherblade Battle Gear. Another pretty disappointing legendary, because you might think this one is actually pretty cool, but truthfully this is almost a year old as well. It's like 3 more months and it's a year old. It came out on 29th of August. It's a mono air, so that's kind of cool. I mean, it's mono air, that's not bad at all. I mean, you can fuse it away. It's nice fusing material, but I'm saying is I had some bad luck with this, okay? We're gonna be moving on to the second legendary. It's the Armor of Boreas. I can imagine some of you guys being like, Armor what? It's an air water type. The Armor of Boreas actually came out on July the 10th. And it's actually really old. But I must say, you guys are seeing the banner right now. I just love these banners. The looks of the banners are really looking cool. I felt, to me it actually felt that Gree was putting way more time and effort into these banners. I wish they would have done that again, especially during the Horseman Boss Collection event, because the Armor of Boreas was actually part of the Ancient Dragon Boss Collection event. and you were capable of getting a kaleidoscopic. It was either white or black. I'm not entirely sure about, but you guys are seeing it anyway. It was really amazing back in the day, by the way. So I'm not gonna lie, you know, these legendaries are just an absolute joke in general. It's not that I'm talking like good about the armor of Boreas. I just gotta give it to them. The armor looks kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, it looks kind of cool, but it's really bad. Okay, so let's move on. Actually wanted to show to you guys, there is actually a gem sale ongoing, as well as the energy sale. The energy sale, actually, if you're gonna buy 20%, if you're gonna buy an energy pack, you're going to get 20% more energy. Don't do this because the epic sucks. Once again, you know, it keeps coming back. I already said it. It's not worth it. But what is actually worth it is actually to go for the weekly quest line, because the weekly quest line, if you finish it up, of course, you are going to get some gems. So make sure you guys don't forget about that. And I was speaking about sales, right? Okay, so there's actually a gem sale ongoing right now, 30% off. That's pretty nice because it's going to last until the 26th of May. I already said it in the intro, but I'm saying it again just to remind you guys, that's going to be ending in this weekend. That actually brings me to my next event. There are 2 new epics out. 2 new premium epics, because you will only be capable of getting them through spending gems. The first one being the Stawlart Vanguard, and the second one being the DeMortuis Robes and DeMortuis. That's how I should pronounce it, right? So they're both obtainable by using gems, one for the guild war, other one from being the chest. And I'm just going to bring them out to you guys in a comparison video as well over the weekend. So I'll try to keep this brief, but I do want to go over the names and the definition of the armor. So I'm gonna move out of this new screen and I'm gonna like zoom out so that way you guys have some, well, you know, I'm just gonna go in the field. That's a little bit better. So the first one up is the Stawlart Vanguard, and in the dictionary, the Stawlart actually, it basically means, let me think here, I think it meant something like the one that was physically and mentally or morally strong. And, you know, to be honest, that makes perfect sense to me, because when you take a look at the armor, it's a beast, it's a high defensive wall. That makes a lot of sense to me. Also, when I noticed when you're looking up the word Stawlart on Google, and you're gonna go to pictures, you're gonna find a picture of a heavy armored car that kind of belongs in the military or the army. And just because of that altogether, I just really feel that the Stawlart is the perfect name picked for this armor. I really like it a lot. Our Stawlart Vanguard, it's a really great armor. I really like it a lot. The second one is the DeMortuis Robes, and I actually have this written down because I couldn't do this by heart. Some people actually think that DeMortuis actually comes from the Spanish or Portuguese language. That's actually wrong, because it comes originally from Latin. And if you're gonna search up DeMortuis on Google, you're going to find a sentence. And when you know the sentence, it actually makes total sense to you. So in Latin, it's actually, the sentence actually goes, De mortuis nihil nisi bonum. And that basically means, of the death, nothing is spoken unless good. And in proper English, that means to you guys, don't speak ill of the dead. People actually say that, don't speak ill of the dead. Again, that's a perfect name for the armor, because De mortuis essentially means dead. The dead people, the death, or just the term dead in general. And I believe it's the perfect name as well. So out of these two, which one do you like better? That's the question video. That's actually gonna be the question of the video. Do you like the Stawlart Vanguard better, or do you like the DeMortuis Robes better? Share your opinion down in the comment section below. I'm very curious to see to your reasoning and your whys and everything. So that being said, we're going to be moving on, and as you all know, DeMortuis is actually available right now in the death chest. So that means that we can find that in the death chest. Get it? Death in the death chest? Okay, I know it's a bad joke, but let's actually talk about the death chest. I couldn't resist, guys. I couldn't resist. Okay, death chest. Let's talk about the death chest. Okay, 6 times chance for getting a legendary on epic. I mean, truthfully, to be honest, Green must be absolutely insane for releasing this. I mean, didn't we get 3 or 8 keys for free during the collectible rewards? I'll be going over this a little bit later as well. Green must be absolutely crazy, but there's just one thing I have to say and bring this out to you guys. I told you so. Didn't I tell you guys that you guys should be waiting for this death chest to come out? And I was right about it, and trust me, it feels freaking great to say that, because I was absolutely right, even though it was a guess. I mean, it feels right to be right, you know? It feels right to be right, and I don't brag a lot. It's just, right now I feel absolutely great about myself for give you guys a warning in advance, and it actually paid off. Some of you guys actually already thanked me about that. That's no problem, guys. I was there, you know, I'm here to back you guys. Okay, enough about that. Let's talk about the death chest. I hope you guys, by the way, get some amazing results. You guys all deserve it if you got the keys. You know, backstab those greedy bitches because they are so greedy. Okay, enough with the bad puns. Okay, now let's talk about what you guys actually capable of getting when you're spending gems, you know. So open up 11 chests, you're gonna be getting 5 Spear Fusion Boost armors. When you open up 40, you're gonna get 20 of those, and the Demon Scarab Plus, which isn't a bad legendary. Also, the price is a little bit different. I'm gonna show it to you guys. One chest is going to cost you 40 gems. 11 chests is going to cost you 400 gems. Open up 40, you're gonna get a price of 1200 gems. So that means if you open up 80 chests, you're going to have to pay 2400 gems, right? That means that when you compare it to the arcane chest, the same 6 times chest, it's going to be 600 gems cheaper than the arcane chest, which didn't even have the 40 option. I think that's dramatical. I think that's absolutely crazy. I never would have thought that the death chest would have been a 6 times chest. That is really great, but you know, this chest also has the DeMortuis epic included. So what else do you want? Combine it with the 30% gem sale, and I'm genuinely believe that you guys will have the best deal that you'll be getting in a long time, especially because you also got some free keys along the ride, you know, at the same time. So that's just what I wanted to bring out to you guys. I felt that was definitely necessary to talk about this. But with that being said, let's move on to the next event. And the next event is, of course, Man vs. Monster. And now, truthfully, that name doesn't make sense to me whatsoever. Again, I mean, it kind of gives me the feeling of, I don't know if you guys remember the War of the Horse and the Cyclone Chainmail. That still stuck in my head, still bothers me. Battery is getting low, need to plug it in real quickly. Okay, there's plugged in. Now, let's talk about this a little bit. I couldn't find the connection between the Man vs. Monster and the Stawlart Vanguard or the DeMortuis Robes. I just couldn't find the connection at all. I mean, it could have been a connection if it means Stawlart Vanguard versus little Mr. Khanid over here, but it's just that it's a really weird combination. I don't understand it. To me, it feels a tiny bit random. So, as we know, the Stawlart Vanguard is a crazy defensive wall. Look at the stats, and I'm not gonna lie, the moment I saw this, I just wanted to have this armor so bad because it looks absolutely amazing to me. I was a little bit disappointed because it wasn't in the death chest. I was really thinking it was gonna be in the death chest. Unfortunately, it wasn't. So that's kind of unfortunate for me. But we got the DeMortuis, which is quite amazing as well. So I don't really want to spend too much time about this because I'm gonna spend some time talking about this in the comparison video, which I said before. So we're gonna be moving on to rank 11 to rank 25. Arborsteel Vanguard. To be honest, I'm not surprised. I really expected this. I already said it before. The Arborsteel Vanguard is obtainable through fusion. Is basically one of the better fusible epics if you ask me. And so far, Gree has only placed fusible epics as the rank 11 to rank 25 is the reward, and because of this I kind of feel if we're following the pattern, the next epic is going to be the Druidic Blade Mill and then the Sandstorm Blade Mill. So I'm really curious to see what's gonna happen next. Gonna be moving on to the legendary. Quite an interesting choice. Spartan's Wargear. I really like this. This is a really nice choice, and for a change, I'm actually really happy with the legendary. So let's talk about this a little bit. Why I'm so happy about this. So the Spartan's Wargear Plus isn't incredible, isn't crazy good, okay? But the regular version of the Spartan's Wargear is actually the second strongest legendary in the game. You might think like, are you out of your mind? Well, let me explain this. You might have realized that by now. The jumps that the plus versions of the epic boss armors have been making ridiculous jumps, like 50 stats extra on top of the total combined stats, while the regular versions just haven't been like doing anything. They have been gaining stats, but not as crazy as the plus versions. And the result of all of this is that these old, legendaries like the Combustion, Clayblade Mill, Spartan's Wargear, and the Ages of the Dragon are now still the strongest legendaries in the game. As a matter of fact, this Spartan's Wargear, I believe, is still the second strongest legendary in the game. think that's a nice thing, because it gives people who are new to the game a chance to get a good legendary to work with, so that way they're capable of getting the plus versions of the epic boss armors that will be coming in the epic boss area. So that's just my main like idea behind it and everything. And the ultra rare, of course, this week is going to be the Wicked Raid. Nothing too spectacular about that. So with that being said, you know, I just gotta ask to you guys, make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay updated to the war, and of course my future videos, which I'll be bringing out as well. I have a lot of videos planned this weekend, so make sure you hit the subscribe button. My expectation, by the way, for this guild war is that the points are gonna be way lower, mainly because of the death chest, and I already explained that why. Six times legendary chance. I think that's absolutely crazy. I think that's gonna be a reason for the top guilds to actually not spend as many gems. However, I could be totally wrong about this, you never know, okay? So my guild Incognito is actually gonna go for top 250 as always, and as a matter of fact, our waiting list of my guild right now is about 15 people. So of course, I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for applying to my guild. It really means a lot that you guys have been doing that, and if you still feel like giving it a shot, and you don't mind to wait for like 3 or 4 weeks before you can actually join in, I would recommend you to head over to the link in the video description. It will take you to our official guild video, which will basically tell you everything that you need to know, okay, to join in. It will cover everything, so make sure you watch that entirely before you start asking stupid questions that you can find in the video, because I really get annoyed with stupid questions when you guys don't watch the video, because I'm gonna be really short to the point and very direct by you, and gonna reject you immediately. So that being said, we're gonna be moving on to the next event. And the next event is of course the Horseman's Boss Collection event. You can collect your rewards finally. 8 death chest keys, 8 death chest keys that you'll be capable of getting, and of course the Northern's Battle Gear. You got until the 28th of May to actually get this. Like I said before, hope you guys will be getting some great rewards out of this. Make sure to check out my mini-series, by the way. I'll be opening up a chest every single day for the entire week, and it's gonna be one chest. You know, I'm not that rich, but I think it was a nice, cool thing, and I had some great feedback on it. Today is gonna be the second day of this, so make sure you guys look forward to that. So with that being said, last event of this week. Hello there, Knight, our tree dog. Well, Knight, I just gotta tell you this right now. So, you know, Carnival was like a few months ago, and Halloween, it will come in like 5 months. So I know that you're a hellhound and everything, or a hell dog, but don't you think it's a little bit late to dress up like a tree dog? I mean, are you trying to impress DeMortuis or something like that? I mean, you also gotta wash or comb your hair. It really looks brown, or you should just stop rolling in the mud, because I know it's a lot of fun, but you gotta represent yourself in front of the ladies and your enemies, you know, like a boss, like a true epic boss. So that's just my mind speaking here. I mean, Knight, by the way, is a earth monotype boss, and well, I really like that a lot, because it's a really nice break after this frustration and this hard times against these horsemen. I mean, they get stronger every single week, and it was really hard to defeat death. I had some struggles with it. You guys know that from me. I don't necessarily think that Knight's Blade Bill is good to use. As a matter of fact, it's freaking ugly, okay? So, Green, I need to apologize to you, but this is a little bit disappointing. After all those amazing armors that we had, it feels as if those crappy designers came back from a few months ago after a long holiday of awesome armors. You know, those guys, those designers that you call them, you should send them back with a permanent vacation, and don't let them come back ever again, because you know the Nemesis actually looks better than the Knight's Blade Mill, but actually that's not that hard. I mean, the Knight's Blade Mill is absolutely horrible. I really dislike it. I know some of you guys watching this are gonna be like, yeah, Reversal, this armor looks pretty cool. No, hello, I mean, wake up, wake your freaking eyes, open your eyes, wakey. This armor sucks compared to the Horseman, okay? You cannot deny that. You cannot like decline that it's true. This armor sucks, and you know it, okay? But the silliness aside, I really like the fact that they went for a mono earth armor. Gives us some time to relax, to chill out for a week. You know, the stats are record breaking, by the way, of the Knight's Blade Mill. But I gotta say, mono armors will always be weaker than dual armors. So I would suggest anyone to just use this as fusion material. I mean, if this is your first Epic Boss Plus, by all means use it, because it's gonna be amazing. Like the first 3 that you're gonna have are always going to be good to have. So after that, you're gonna be focusing on the duos and the monos and everything. The stats are actually pretty cool. I mean, they aren't exactly amazing in the end, because they are also well balanced. I just feel that a mono Earth should be a high defense, like Tectonic or something like that, or Clay Plate Mantle, and that's just my mind speaking here, guys. You don't have to agree with what I'm saying, but it's gonna be pretty easy to get to level 43, considering the only weakness is gonna be Spirit, and the only strong part is gonna be Earth. So, that being said, do you have to say anything? This is a really long episode, by the way. Nope, I believe this is gonna be it. So, yes, this is gonna be it for this week's Knights and Dragons events and updates and news, of course. So feel free to also express your thoughts and your opinions about these events with everyone else in the comment section down below. And if you happen, after this episode, if you happen to have a question for me, make sure to ask them on ask.fm/reversal. By the way, if you're also interested to see more from me on Knights and Dragons, you can always follow me on the Bird of Instagram, Twitter. I mean Twitter, the Bird of Twitter, and of course the photo dude on Instagram. That doesn't make sense at all. Or you can just hit the like button on my official Facebook page. Links will be provided in the video description. And that's gonna be it for this week. So as always, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in for your weekly Knights and Dragons news. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, make sure that if you guys like this video to boom, give it a thumbs up. I'm sorry that this episode was a little bit longer. I was gonna say something else, but I'm sorry this episode was a little bit longer. There was just so many events to cover. So I hope you guys are still with me right now. Make sure to write Kenneth is a tree dog if you're still watching this in the comment section down below as well. Just do it secretly so nobody knows what you're talking about, okay? Kenneth is a tree dog. Anyway, I'm Reversal, bringing you your weekly Knights and Dragons news. I'll be signing off, and I'll see you guys once again next week.